Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we're going to look at this really cool camera by Obsbot, and it's the Obsbot Tiny SE. It's kind of cool looking camera. It's supposed to be able to move in every which way, so we're going to find out how that works. Right off the bat, by the look of it, we are greeted with the app barcodes right here for your phone or whatever to control via app. We get a little card thing here with, wow, a nice thick manual. Little box here. I'm going to guess is probably the HDMI is removable, or the HDMI. The USB is removable, which would be really, really awesome once I figure out how to open it. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so off the hop, it actually comes with a to USB-C, which is actually really kind of cool, which means that this is going to be a USB-C to USB-C cable, which I will enjoy because I can use those for cameras. And we're going to have about 3 feet in length. So USB-C to USB-C, kind of the same as my other camera. Now let's take a look at this guy. What I've been waiting for. That is insane. The build quality on this just blows my mind. Now guys, keep in mind, this is a little, robot looking little guy. And it can still be mounted or put on a screen, just like you would any other webcam, but with major bonus features. Okay, so we're going to get this hooked up now, and we're going to take a look at it, see what the software is like via Windows, and I guess via app, because it just seems like it's a good idea. And we'll find out how good this little guy is and what it can and cannot do. Right now, that gimbal looks pretty awesome. I'm going to guess once it gets power, it probably stiffens out, but it's so smooth. Looks like there's 2 microphone holes here. So I'm going to peel this off because that will hurt our video quality. There you go. That is a nice looking camera. Okay guys, before we get into this, let's talk about, while my hand's fooling around over there. Again, the product name of this is the Obsbot. I keep saying Obsbot, but it's Obsbot or Obsbot or something like that. But it's the Obsbot Tiny SE. This camera will retail for about, let's say $100 USD. And there are a pile of cool things about this camera. For example, you have an AI-powered 2-axis PTZ, which you're seeing it playing around right now, which is actually really, really cool. And of course, I'm just having a blast with this here, having fun, because I've never had a camera that could move that's this good. And you guys know, I can link 2 other videos here, and they cannot even compare, okay? The AI tracking, auto zoom, gesture control, and the preset modes are just absolutely amazing. This camera will only deliver 1080p, but it can do 1080p resolutions at from 30, 60, and 100 FPS. So basically, smoothness in the video and everything are never going to be a problem. So that is something that's really cool, especially if you're wanting to, let's say you're in a presentation or a seminar or something, and you just want a very smooth thing going on. For example, audio and so on. Right now, we're recording on my XLR system, but I will show the audio from the camera in the near future. Okay, so we're also going to now talk about the low light. It's exceptional. I'm really impressed with this. I found me being goofy in the dark was kind of cool. The performance seemed to work in pretty much any environment. I'm pretty impressed with the quality we're getting out of this. Now, at this point, I'm playing around with the software, and I want to see, for example, wide, narrow. There's 3 different presets right off the hop, right? But you can also, and I mean, you can just go crazy like this. and zoom in however you wish just by sliding a bar. And I gotta say, it still looks pretty clean. I mean, there's a little edgy, but look, there's my hand in the video and still staying sharp. So I gotta say, and there's my old 3D6 back there, which you guys never seen in a video yet. But anyway, my hand's trying very hard to block it. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, look at that. Just right from a slider, that's how smooth that was. That impresses me a lot. Now we get to see LGH in its natural habitat. Here I start playing around with the AI tracking motion. I think I put it on like, that freaked me out just watching myself. But anyway, I got, I wanted to see what it would do with body movements and stuff. At this point, I just had it on, I think, just standard tracking. And it was still trying to figure it all out. And it doesn't help make me look a little bit stupid in a video. But I was trying my best to see what happens with movement. Like, hey, what's the handshake like? Is it going to be blurry? Just, fooling around with the odd little thing here. Mostly just trying to, again, get a feel for it. And I did. So, moving on, we'll be able to talk about, like there's an upper body tracking mode, close-up, headless, and lower body. So you can pretty much set the mode where you wish to have it, and it will do it. Like, look at this. I move, and look at that. It's just saying, hey, wherever you go, I'm here. Hi. Right? So very, very, very impressive. Now, hand tracking, of course, is basically I'm zooming in, zooming out. And I don't know why I kept doing the hand thing here, but it's probably because I'm a very big simpleton. Okay, this is where I started playing around seriously with the hand tracking. I couldn't get enough of it. And I was trying to figure out the sweet spot and, basically putting my fingers looking like a gun, pulling them back, pulling them forward, and the camera would actually just respond and move in and move out. I was like blown away on that one. I was like, whoo, this is fun. So you can see me just being weird. And yeah, like I was just trying to, I don't know, get used to it, get a feel, get emotion, get a whole, Now, one thing, the compatibility of this through devices, for example, the Obsbot webcam, Tiny SE is fully compatible, of course, with OBS, Windows Recorder, because I also played around in there, Twitch, Kick, Zoom, you name it. There's so many different. I've never had it not work in something I played around with. So whether it be just a generic webcam software or whatever, it just worked. So I had no issues like that. So, if you're using it for school, using it for big meetings, using it for just about anything, gaming, streaming, and let's say you're streaming and you're doing something. Let's say you're doing something where you need to put it to the point where you're going to use your hands more than you would your body, showing you doing some work, which I might try to do in the near future, like soldering or whatever. And wherever your hand goes, the camera goes. So that's something to do down the road. That would be kind of cool and a good use of this camera. Okay, if you look to the left here, you're going to see my software, or I should say their software, with my logo in it because I registered. You'll see that where I'm clicking, so now we're at the close-up, you'll see that it's actually following what I asked it to do. And the software here is quite unique and very well done. And of course, all audio right now being recorded is from the Obsbot Tiny SE. I keep saying Obsbot. I don't know why, but it's Obsbot. I'll never get it right. OBSbot. There we go. And at the very top, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4. That is if you have multiple cameras. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you can have multiple cameras and just switch to the camera during a live stream or whatever it is that's going on. I think that's actually really nice to have built in. So overall, this software has quite a few features, and we'll go through some of them here. Here's the hand tracking. As I clicked it, I just want to let you see the software and what happens when you click that software. And that is my goal here at this point in the video. Just showing some of the features real quick for highlighting. It's pretty smooth. Like, I mean, the camera smoothness is very impressive. And, oh, here I go with my stupidness, because I'm doing it wrong. And, yeah, see, don't be dumb like me, it's just going to follow, and a pew! Yeah, that's just me fooling around again. But anyway, overall, I think the camera quality is quite good, because I, already have listened to it from testing things before, and I'm really impressed with it. I mean, it's no XLR mic, but for a built-in webcam mic, it is far up and beyond what most microphones built in sound like. So there's a bunch of different modes here. For example, your auto exposure, stuff like this. I was just playing around with different things. Just if you see my cursor moving around, you'll know exactly what I'm doing at that point in time. I'm not going to just like pinpoint everything I'm doing, because I'm talking over this video now and just going over a few things. So for example, the product quality, build quality is absolutely amazing. The gimbal setup reminds me of a gimbal setup on a $3,000-$4,000 quadcopter. It's just really done well, and the material being used for all of this is really good. The silence, guys, this thing is pure silent. Oh, and here we have the auto sleep, and let me show you something here. Now you get the best ever, what you call it, a screen cover or camera cover, lens cover, because when you press the auto sleep, it'll auto sleep within the time that you suggested. See how it's going down? And then I click it to power up or whatever I wish it to do. Well, when I click to power it down, the camera tips down so that it's not actually still pointing and viewing at you. And I think that's absolutely awesome. Well, I'm going to end the video because it's already dragging on a little. But I got to say, out of all webcams that I've ever played with, this one has been the most fun. So not only do I get a camera that is crystal clear, I mean, you can see it is amazing. This is a 1080p camera, guys. I recorded the whole video in 1080 because it didn't make sense to do a 4K on this. I want you to see the actual video footage, no upscaling, no nothing. And I gotta say, when it comes to quality, they nailed it. They truly nailed it. Guys, thanks for watching my review of the Obsbot Tiny SE. And until next time, game over.